Is travel insurance worth it? When should you get trip cancellation or trip interruption insurance? If canceling your trip or returning home early would result in wasting money you've paid for flights, accommodations, rental cars, and activities, it's a good idea to get travel insurance that covers you for trip cancellation and trip interruption. The downside of travel insurance is its high cost. International travel insurance must be purchased before you begin your trip. There are age restrictions. It's important to remember that it doesn't cover pre-existing medical conditions. Unexpected medical expenses are the #1 reason to buy insurance. Between 43 to 79% of travelers from low and middle-income countries become ill during or after their trip. Most of these illnesses are mild, but some travelers experience symptoms severe enough to require medical attention. Since many Caribbean countries are middle-income countries, there's a chance you'll get sick while staying at a resort. While most illnesses will likely be mild, serious illnesses requiring a trip to the hospital seem to be fairly common. A closer look at TripAdvisor reviews makes this clear. Also, people can get sick if they suddenly go from a cold country to a hot one. In all-inclusive resorts, alcohol is unlimited, so it's easy to end up drinking more than usual. I've heard stories of young people who got drunk and fell and broke bones. Let me share my experience. I developed an unknown allergy that caused a full-body rash, swelling, and difficulty breathing. I went to the hotel's medical office, where the doctor recommended I go to the emergency room. I spent half a day at the hospital in Cancun, received an IV drip, and was charged $2,800. Can you be sure there's no problem at all? If so, you are very lucky. Of course, the vast majority of cases go smoothly. My trip to Mexico this past June was trouble-free, and the insurance premiums I paid for went unused. But if I hadn't purchased insurance for my trip to Cancun, I would have had to pay $2,800 plus taxi fares and medicine, totaling over $3,200. Lost baggage is also an occasional problem. If you stay at a hotel, you'll probably be able to buy most everyday items. However, they're very expensive, often 3 to 5 times more than what you'd pay in a store. In some cases, they may even be more costly. It'll be difficult to survive with just the clothes on your back until your suitcase is returned, so you may end up buying something even if it's overpriced. If you have insurance, it will cover you to a certain extent, although there will be a limit. Finally, it's important to carefully read the terms and conditions of your overseas travel insurance. There may be statements in fine print stating that you are not covered for certain treatment or conditions, resulting in your being unable to receive your insurance premiums. For example, if you make a false statement about a chronic illness. You must be very careful when purchasing overseas travel insurance. My husband and I buy overseas travel insurance without any particular consideration. For instance, last year we just signed up for the insurance that was listed on the website where we booked our tour. This year, the hotel website and airline tickets were through Expedia. Expedia recommended overseas travel insurance, so we just signed up for it. This is how we buy overseas travel insurance without thinking about it. Does anyone have any recommendations? If somebody has ideas, please write it on the comment. Thank you for watching.